Hey everybody, welcome. We're gonna do a nice, relaxing, fun yoga class. It's Dr. Goals with Dr. Goals Optimal Living Institute. I just want you to get your hips in the groove. So rotate those hips. Feel a nice, relaxing stretch. It is holiday season, so it's so easy to get caught up, get so busy, get stressed out with cleaning the house, preparing for the holidays. Maybe you're traveling, maybe you don't have family, and family's far away, so you might be by yourself. So just a lot of thoughts maybe going in your head. Whatever the case, I just want you to know you're not alone. You can definitely tune in for a nice, wonderful stretch every morning. I have tons of yoga classes on YouTube, on Facebook, and we'll be doing a live weekly yoga class starting in December. So I want to invite you to join me with that, and I will put the details on my Facebook page and also Instagram page. But you can also contact me on Facebook Messenger under Tanya Gold with an A. Just think of how precious you are, Gold. And then Tanya, T-A-N-Y-A. So notice my back now. I'm just kind of rounding and releasing. So a little cat-cow here to release the hips. This is really good for the low back. Good, inhale. And then exhale. Whew, that feels so good. And then we're just gonna circle those hips, circle those hips. It's a good stretch if you sit a lot. The other way. And I do highly recommend an ergonomic desk. So if you can start standing more, doesn't mean standing all the time either. But if you are standing, getting those thick pads to stand on, really nice for those feet. And then good comfortable shoes, or sometimes I am barefoot if I'm allowed to do that. If you have flat feet, sometimes having some good shoes with arches really help. Backs of the hands together. This is that time of year too where a lot of thoughts can pop into our head that don't always serve us. So trying to think of if you're like getting angry at somebody or having a meeting and it's just not going the way as planned, people are getting off topic or just really stressed or just not getting the job done. So instead, taking some nice deep breaths. Do that with me now. Inhale. And then refocusing, retargeting, bringing up morale, especially if you're trying to do the job of many. I know a lot of folks, I see my patients, they come in and say, Dr. Gold, I'm one person, but they have me doing several jobs, and I am staying late at work. I am tired. Now, there are some outsourcing you can always look into, freeinternships.com, or maybe getting a student who needs to spruce up their resume to help you out, or streamlining some of the stuff you're doing. It really can make a huge difference. Deep breath in. But this practice of meditation, mindfulness can help us focus, stay on task rather than get scattered. It does make a difference. We know if we're all over the place, we can get a lot less done versus if we're focused and paying attention and really finishing to completion. We can get a lot more stuff done when we stay on task. So I want you to focus that third eye right between, in the middle of the forehead, between the brows. Big smile here. See yourself happy. What will make this a happy day for you? Reach up and exhale out. Good. Reach up and exhale out. Good. We're going to reach up and over. So the way I'm going to be making up these new yoga classes, there's going to be so much more than just yoga, although I think yoga is wonderful, but we are going to include some weights, some bands. So I want to include strength training. I think it's really important. When I looked this up with the research, you can get a lot of good strength from using your own body weight, but you can get a little even more with weights or bands, or even water bottles or cans if you have that. So the most important part, just work those biceps now without any weights to begin with, is know that what the guidelines state is to do yoga, wonderful for stretching, but also add in the weight training. The combination will be golden for you. Okay, let's shake out the body. If you do have some weights, use them. If not, you can just do what I was doing earlier or use water bottles or cans. So I'm using 10 pounds because I've been training. If you're just starting out, maybe start with 1 or 2 pounds just to begin with. If you're having any wrist issues or arthritis, they actually have weights that go around the wrist area, or you can use a band that wraps around the wrist as well. If you're just starting out, maybe the yellows or greens would be good. If you've been doing this for a little while, you can find the weight where you feel some tension, some resistance, but it's not overwhelming. So you can do a set of 10 pretty, you feel it, but you're like, oh, it feels good. It's not overwhelming for the body. Or using the bands reds or blues. Blacks are one of the hardest ones. Good, and then we're gonna do a reverse curl. Yeah, just doing a few sets here just to warm up the body. Bicep curls, good, and then reverse curls. Good. It's also good for triceps. So notice here, I'm pointing the weight straight up, bring it all the way to the shoulders, and all the way down to your sides. Down to the legs, and then shoulders. Shoulders and legs. Good. And then feel the squeeze when you go back. Squeeze. One more time. Good. Oh, good. Put those down for a moment. We're going to stretch out our low back. So place your hands on the thighs. Reach the hips all the way over. Gaze over at that same side. Reach all the way over to the other side. Gaze over at the other side. Good. And we're going to get a little cardio. So this will be a full body workout today. Short and sweet. To bring some mindfulness into your practice today. To uplift the body. Again, when we're having those crazy thoughts or just lots of thoughts on stuff that can stress us out, giving ourselves permission to go to a different place. So if you want to get angry, maybe ask yourself, can I just laugh about it? Because what am I going to do if I get angry? Is that really going to help the team or help solve the problem? Versus just laugh, take it as a learning curve, and then moving forward to solution based or just letting it go. Sometimes we can't control the situation, a person's attitude or something that's going on beyond our control, but we can calm our own bodies. Okay, so here I just call the skier's pose, where we're just gonna gently go from one side to the other. Now again, if you're not able to jump, it doesn't feel good in your joints, just bouncing is good. And this is actually really good for the joints over time. When we're landing lightly. Again, you can do this on a thick mat. You can do this on a trampoline, but just nice bouncing in the body, nice lightly jumping. It helps with the lymphatics, that your own immune cells, to move them, to stimulate them to act. Remember, knowledge without action is useless. So our body is meant to heal, it's meant to protect us. So we want to stimulate it, allow those muscles to be nice and strong, healthy, so it can fight our infections, so it can keep us healthy long term, can keep us vibrant, keeping that blood flowing for long periods. So a little disclosure, if you hear tapping, that's my little kitty. It might be in the background at times. Just rotate those knees around now. Good. We're gonna do ice skater's pose. It's a good balance where we bring one leg back and then the other. One leg back and then the other. Again, if this balancing not for you, you can just lift and lift. You can also hold on if you need to a chair, put something in front of you or against a wall, depending on your location, or pretend. Remember, the mind is powerful. Pretend that something's there to hold on to. It'll help with your balance. Another thing I just learned is bringing the tongue to the roof of the mouth. That also helps balance. So if you're feeling off kilter, feeling like you're gonna fall, again, obviously if there's a wall or something to hold on to, do it. Always bend those knees, tuck the chin, but bring the tongue to the roof of the mouth. Make a huge difference. There we go. Don't forget to smile. Have some fun with this. Makes it easier. If you're getting your heart rate up, that is wonderful. Back to skier's pose now. There we go. Whee! Woohoo! I honestly love to exercise. I love to move my body. It just feels good. I love to stretch. So these full body workouts will be a great addition. Help calm the mind and the body. Help calm the mind and the body. Remember, the more flexible we can become, mind and body, the more our lives can unravel in the direction we want. We can create the path that we choose. We can create the thoughts we choose to focus on. Can't control other people, can't control a lot of things, but we can control our attitudes. When things happen to us, we can decide how we want to feel about it, what we think about it. Reach up, inhale, and exhale. Good. Shake the body, shake the legs. Good, and just rotate those wrists now. Rotate the ankle, and the other side. Rotate the other way. Good, interlace those fingers. Whew. And pancake those hands. Release those wrists. Oh, it feels good. Back to the hands together. Good. Now with Thanksgiving coming up, we want to work the facial muscles, be nice and taut in a good way, nice and toned. These are muscles, so that neck muscle, no more turkey necks. Bottom lip over the top lip. This actually helps with posture, helps you become more upright, can reduce even possible risk for falls because we're not leaning forward, we're helping with our balance, creating space. So bottom lip over your top lip. Good, big smile here, ear to shoulder. Gently back, all the way over to the other side, ear to shoulder. Good, gently reach forward. But as you reach, don't just hunch the shoulders, relax the shoulders away from the ears, lengthen the back of the neck, and just tuck the chin down just a little bit, lengthening the back of the neck. Good, gaze up, gaze to your right, and to your left, down, up again, right, left, and down. One more time, up, right, left, and down. Good, now go to the left, up, and the right, down, left, up, right, and down. Good, there we go. Good, reach up. Stretch, 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 stretch. Oh, that feels so good. Oh, relax the shoulders down away from the ears. Relax the low back. Release the back all the way over to the other side. Feel the stretch in the hips. So front of those hips, stretch, stretch, stretch. Good, lengthen forward. Good. Notice my hips. I'm going to lift in those hamstrings. So remember the hamstrings connect. They start in the top and the low back, all the way down below the knee. So we're going to lift those hamstrings up, lengthen the spine. So reach, reach, reach. Almost on the heels and balls of the feet. And now shift those hips down, bend those knees. And just feel a nice release in that low back. Oh, feels so good. So my toes are lifted, and I'm going to gently plant them down. I'm gently resting my hands on my thighs, and just again do a gentle twist here. Great stretch for that low back. Round the spine now, tuck the tailbone down, and breathe here. Engage the belly muscles, release the glutes. Now engage the glutes, stretch them out, stretch, stretch, stretch. Stretch the hamstrings. Feel the kneecaps lifting, feel the toes lifting. Good. Exhale. Round. Inhale, release. One more time. Good. So really engage that belly. So feel the belly button reaching towards the spine. Good. And then release. As I do this, my neck curves a little bit as well. Feel a nice stretch in that chin. Tucking the chin, raising or arching the spine. Good. Shake it out. There we go. Freedom. Pose. Feel free. Let it go, let it go. I love shaking. It just feels good in the body. My little niece, when she finishes the shower, she just shakes her head, shakes her shoulders. It's a great way to warm up too if you're a little chilly. I know it's winter season here in Florida. The cold is like 52 degrees. So if you're like, that's warm, maybe you're in Boston and it's 32 or lower. For us, that's when we get out the winter coats. Shake up the body, shake, shake, shake. Good. This is that time to bring in gratitude, bring in grace, appreciation for life. What are you grateful for today? I'm grateful that you're joining me, joining in, stretching out your body, feeling better, appreciating you. You're the hero of your story. And if you're not, become that hero. How can you become that hero? So elbows just rotating, feel a nice stretch between the shoulder blades, lifting up and then down. How can you make this a happy day for you? These questions can uplift you. I started saying this on a regular basis, just looking at myself, Smiling, say, I love you, I matter, I'm worthy, mwah, and a big kiss. I am beautiful, so are you. You are beautiful. Open, open. Good, just gently press. Open up those arms. Good, one more time. Inhale and exhale. Okay, we are going to conclude with a little Shavasana. You can totally let go and lie down. If you're starting your day right now and you're like, yeah, I don't want to fall asleep, we'll just come to a relaxing position for you. Chair or the floor, your choice, or lying down. Oh. So I want you to bring your hands to your heart, lifting up, honoring yourself, and then palm over palm. Nice deep breath in. Good, soften the eyes, relax your jaw, and just let go. Let the thoughts, any thoughts, come in and then float away. Good. So the challenge we're offering you this season, especially with our new classes, free class, just send in. You can Facebook message me, or if you use Instagram, just what brings you joy? What brings you joy? And then if you do have a favorite yoga pose, I'd love to hear that. Favorite yoga pose and what brings you joy. We are going to be putting some people in for a raffle, so love for you to join in. $25 Amazon gift card. Take another nice deep breath in. Good. And when we breathe, we always want to try to move our bellies. Laughter is the simplest way. Ha ha ha. So just laughing, bringing joy. Just to do it, just to do it. If you're feeling in your heart to move and bring some joy into your life right now, let's join me. I do this sometimes when I just need to feel better. It's an instantaneous, beautiful high for me, uplift for my mind, my body, bringing more oxygen, feeling better. Especially during the season, for me, it gets busy with, people just calling questions, which I love, but sometimes a lot of stuff is happening, parties, events, family gatherings, so I need to balance that with my yoga practice. That's why I want to share it with you, because I know you'll benefit as well. We just take some time, some pauses, time out to breathe, to stretch, to reflect, time with yourself. Good. And if you do want a free yoga class, again, please answer those questions too. What is your favorite yoga pose and what brings you joy? Thank you so much for tuning in today. It's Dr. Gold, the Dr. Gold's Optimal Living Institute. Live your optimal life. Sending out lots of love. Have a beautiful day now. Take care. Toodles.